Evening everyone. As you can see, we're not in the shed tonight. We've had a bit more upper class. We're in the dining room. Only reason for that is -2 outside, and there's nowhere we're sitting in that shed. It's lovely and warm in here. As I promised in the first video, my mate's come over, Gary, and he's brought a couple of old VHS cassette tapes with him, just to run through them and have a little bit of a video review on them. Just have a little bit of history on each one of them, and just going to talk about the VHS videos, what our thoughts are on them, and memories we've got of watching them. Far away, mate.
Okay, this is the first one. This is Black Shampoo. It was made in 1976. And as you can see, this is a big box video, and this was actually, I bought this at a car boot sale for 10p. And it's actually got the label on the sticker on the label Parkside Video. So this was actually for rent in the shop at some point. So somebody could actually on a Saturday night could go and get this out and have a look at it. You know, I mean, just and I don't think it's ever come out on DVD. I've never seen it. It's quite good. I mean, it's a bit camp in places, but it's also quite violent actually. And the story's about a guy who's a hairdresser, and not only does he have a rich clientele. He also, you know, kind of has like after-hour sessions with his clientele, you know, so it's a bit steamy in places. But if you want to lift it up to the,
what do you reckon, budget-wise?
Well, I think I mean, it's quite professionally made. I mean, it's, you know, I think it was probably when it came out, it might have been B-movie status, but it's actually quite watchable. I mean, the picture still looks good after all these years. But yeah, I mean, it's. By this time, I mean, by 76, the blaxploitation thing had sort of moved on a bit. I mean, and a lot of the black audiences were more into like kung fu films by then. But this is the sort of thing that
Black Belt Jones,
making Black Belt Jones, yeah, and the guy from Black Belt Jones was in Enter the Dragon, Jim Kelly. But yeah, I mean, it's good. I mean, I must admit, it's one of my favourites, and that you don't see it around that often. So that's the first one. That's Black Shampoo.
We're going to run through a little selection of them.
And you can still see the dust on the top there, by the way.
Yeah. So that's a good thing about VHS videos. You know, the dust lasts for years. It doesn't matter how much you dust, it's back as soon as you finish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the next one. This is Executioner Part 2. Now, I'm pretty sure there wasn't a Part 1, because I'm sure we would have seen it around. But as you can see, it's the usual fare. It's ex-Vietnam vet who goes berserk in Los Angeles. There's flashbacks. The thing about this, which makes me laugh, is that the back cover has got a picture of Sylvester Stallone.
Show me the camera.
And he wasn't in the film. So I'm just assuming that perhaps they put him on there to probably just to sell the video, basically. If you looked on the back and thought Sly was in it, then. But these were funny videos. I mean, a lot of these were the sort of things you buy in like news agents, and they was in these cardboard boxes, and they're a sod to get back in the box. That's the thing. So,
I mean, it says there Chris Mitchum.
Yeah, well, I think that is Robert Mitchum's son.
It is, because he does look like him.
Yeah.
If you look, he's got, whether it's him or not, I don't know, but whoever that is on the back, whether it's Sylvester Stallone, does look a bit like Robert Mitchum.
Yeah.
And the beauty was these illustrations were just the best. Look at that.
Yeah. It's great, isn't it? I mean, you know.
I mean, that part there with the police.
Yeah.
Is that actually in it or not?
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure that these are just pictures that they've just put on the back of the cover, because it's quite cheaply made. I mean, I haven't watched it in years, but I remember watching it and thinking that the soundtrack was wobbly, and a lot of the camera angles were the same. And I thought, well, that can't push all the right buttons for me. 1987, yeah.
Oh, no.
And it's on Scan Euro Video, wherever they are. But,
I've never heard of
it.
it.
Yeah, no.
I love it.
Yeah.
Right, this is one of the better ones. This is, I say better.
This is Terror on the Menu, and this is what it's called on this video, but the actual film was called The Terror at Red Wolf Inn. So if you look up on YouTube or Google, you'll see that that's what it was when it came out. But obviously when it came out on video, they called it Terror on the Menu, because I suppose they thought they put someone's head on a tray, put a ghostly figure with a pair of scissors there, and obviously the person's on the menu, But it's a weird film, this, because the girl's a student and she gets a letter inviting her to this weekend retreat, and you think to yourself, well, why would you want to go to a place where you didn't know the people, and it's just seemed a bit odd, But yeah, I mean, it's good. If you see the back cover, once again, I don't think the pictures are actually in the film.
Not actually in the film at all.
They've done it again.
I've seen this three or four times, this film.
Yeah.
And I don't remember seeing them scenes
No,
in it.
I think that I don't remember the woman in the middle getting strangled.
No.
But yeah, I mean,
I mean, it says there, the scenery was breathtaking, and the elderly couple who ran the quaint old guest house was so charming. The dinner menu made her mouth water. When the meat arrived, it was just the way she wanted it, rare and bloody. But whose was it? It's like Cougar Video.
Cougar Video, yeah, that's right, yeah.
I mean, look at that logo for a video.
There you go.
That Cougar Video.
Cougar Video.
Can't go wrong. And it's a 15 as well, surprisingly.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's about 1974 this was made, 1974.
But wasn't the censorship back then quite harsh compared to what it is now?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, if this had come out in this country on general release, whether it did or not, I don't know, it would have been an X certificate, I would imagine. I mean, this is 15 is a double A back then, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But no, it would have been an 18, would have been an X certificate. I mean, and obviously, I mean, bits could have been cut out of this as well. You just never know. But I don't remember that scene either. It looks like a woman's being attacked by a bear or something now. With a big bears in it, but
newspaper clipping everything else. So, what's the other VHS one we've seen to do with a restaurant? I can't forget the name of it.
Oh, Blood
Diner.
Blood Diner.
Blood Diner's a classic. If we next time we get an opportunity, we'll put that one up. That's a classic.
Blood Diner's that's another. That's good. There's some weird stuff in there.
Scream, that one. Absolute scream.
Yeah.
No words. No words. Well, I suppose we better tell them what this one's about, Gal. It's a bit. I mean, the picture on the back says it all, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is the imp. The imp. This is, and this was originally called. Let me get this right. Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Slime-O-Rama or something like that. That's what it's.
Bowl-O-Rama.
Bowl-O-Rama.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
If you see it, that's what it's called. But this was obviously the video that came out, and they call it the imp because basically this creature comes out of a bowling trophy in a bowling alley that these crazy teenagers break into. And this is on Colourbox Video, which is one of our favourites,
Colourbox was also the one where the woman had her mouth stitched up.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember the name of it.
Ghost House.
Yeah, that's it. Ghost House. I know you know. Yeah. Brilliant film.
I mean, yeah. This is a riot. I mean, it's just a good laugh and that. And the imp. I mean, the imp is quite funny and amusing. And it also, this film stars Scream Queen Linnea Quigley, who's been in loads and loads of stuff. She was also in Savage Streets.
Oh, it's a brilliant film. Linda Blair was in that one, straight from The Exorcist. Yeah.
So this is Linnea Quigley, Robin Rochelle, Michelle McClellan, who I think is that one on the back there. Yeah. But so we can just have a look at that. Just like to.
Really, really. I mean, you can see the date on that's 89, I believe.
Yeah.
Look at that. No bells and whistles, just a flat label that someone's obviously licked the back and just stuck it on. Whether that's the original label or not. If anyone's got another copy of this, just let us know if it is.
Yeah.
Is the original label? Be interested. No, that's in good condition. That tape.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It was good holding that VHS again, didn't it?
Yeah.
Really good.
And
I feel like you get a bit more value for money when you used to get them.
This was bought in a shop. There was a shop where we live called Sounds Familiar, which is no longer there. And they used to. It was a great shop. I mean, and this was like the tape has got 299 on it, and then there's the sticker on the inside 299. So that was his filing system, like.
We should spend a fortune in there.
Yeah, it's a good shop, no longer there, unfortunately, like a lot of places. But yeah, it's, you know, it's a nice thing to have.
I mean, some of the collection we got, you got hundreds of films, and I've got a few in the loft
Yeah,
that we've gathered over the years. And what I always used to do is take advantage of when a video shop shut down or something along those lines. We'd pop in and get as many as we could for cheap, and we found some real classics in there.
they were selling them off, like they were getting rid of them all. You know,
Yeah,
this is where you find them. You know, in places like that. But yeah, it says on the, if I could just say, it says on the back, the imp creates snarling demons, loves sexy women, and drinks bud. He's the original party animal. Inviting you to come party with him, you'll die laughing. Yeah,
brilliant film.
there you go.
Now check it out. Number one for the evening. Here we go.
Right, this one is called Trapped, and this is a TV movie, because I mean you can just tell straight away when you put it on. The look of it is a TV movie, but it's been released on video. Once again, never seen this on DVD or any other form of video or anything. This is James Brolin, the actor James Brolin, and Earl Holliman. And basically, it's a thriller about a guy who gets mugged in a department store and gets locked in and has to fight all night for survival against these vicious Doberman attack dogs. So yeah, it's really good. I mean,
Was James Brolin in a thing called Hotel?
yeah, he was.
He
Yeah,
was, yeah. I
he was in
remember that from
Hotel,
years ago. Yeah,
and he was in Capricorn One
yeah.
and Westworld. He was in loads of films, and but yeah, this is good. It says on the back 1973, so that's from 1973 that, and CIC video.
Yeah, CIC. Used to get a lot of martial arts films when I was a kid.
Yeah.
There was always CIC at the beginning.
That's right, CIC, and I think you had a lot of Cheech and Chong films on CIC as well.
That's right. Yeah.
So the novel thing about this one is you can't get the cassette back in the box when you've it's a quiz to fiddle around. But yeah, I mean it's good. It's not a horror film as such. It's more of a thriller, but it's
15,
one you.
isn't it?
It's a 15. Yeah, it's one you don't see around. I mean, all these are ones I've picked out which I've never seen for sale on DVD or something we was talking about earlier about when they say if it's in the public domain. I don't know what that means exactly. Whether that means you're allowed to, when people can make a copy of something, if it hasn't got a copyright or something, I don't know. But I mean, a lot of these films certainly wouldn't. I mean, would be in the public, wouldn't be available to buy.
Save the best till last.
Yeah. I
think so anyway. Absolute classic film.
Yeah, this is a classic. This is called Don't Panic, and it's it's Italian, I think, because all the actors, it's dubbed obviously, but the actors are Italian. The names of the director, everyone's Italian in this. But it's just, I mean, it's got on the front cover, "Forget Freddie and Jason. Virgil's the newest nightmare in town." Well, Virgil is the kid, obviously, and he starts off all cool and everything, and he meets the girl of his dreams in high school. But then something happens to him. They mess around with a Ouija board, and he just, you know, his eyes turn black, and it's just obviously it all goes pear shaped, you know. But as you know yourself, the funniest part of this is the pajamas that he's wearing.
It's just random.
Which you know, you for an 18-year-old. You wouldn't expect him to be wearing dinosaur pajamas.
I think the idea was that the director was trying to make him look as young as possible, but a bloke that's actually probably bigger than the pair of us put together. Just whack a dinosaur on the front of his pajamas. It just don't work.
It's very, very strange, you know. But
does he put a woman's coat on in it as well?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he puts dark glasses on because his eyes turn completely black. Right. Yeah. And his girlfriend, she's so keen on him, and they've spent the night together before, and she can't understand why he's ignoring her all of a sudden, you know. It took so long to get her, and then all of a sudden he's ignoring her, but it's because of his eyes, and then all hell breaks loose, you know, the gateway to hell opens somewhere, and he's running around with his pajamas on. I mean, you can see the back cover as well. It's got a few stills from the movie, and you can see him down the bottom with the actual dinosaur pajamas on, actually. And his eyes are black looking out.
Perfect.
This is on Colourbox again, another Colourbox video. I mean, the thing about these films is that they might have, if ever they came out on DVD, they were the sort of things that were cheaply made, and you might find them in pound shops or something. But they're never going to come out and be released professionally on one of those things like Arrow films or anything like that. So
and that's an 18, believe it or not.
yeah, it's an 18. Yeah.
I mean, you got the Terror on the Menu, which was 15. Black Shampoo hasn't got a rating, has it?
I don't think it has. I think it.
Oh, it has.
Well, it's got a rating, but I think it's one that they've put on there, a sticker.
Yeah, it's not the video called.
Yeah.
The Imp was 18.
The Imp was 18.
Trapped 15.
Yeah.
Don't Panic 18.
I mean,
and
it's not really that violent, but I mean, they still made it into an 18. But there's the little selection for tonight, and
but we will be putting some more up. When Gary comes over every now and again, because Christmas is coming up as well. We've got to try and jiggle it around a bit. And my printer's playing up again at the moment, so I think it's due to the cold weather out there. The bed heat is just not coming up to temperature as it should, and I think I just need to do a little bit of work on it. Put some heat in there in the shed, get it moving a little bit more, and start printing on the wood PLA that I've got. But as I say, in the meantime, stuck to our promise that we were going to put some VHS stuff up. Hopefully you like the video. If you do, subscribe and like it. Let us know your thoughts. Even if you've got a request for films that we might have. I mean, we've got hundreds.
You can drag them out of the archives and have a little chat about them.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen it for a long time, maybe I can maybe track down a bit of a trailer or something somewhere and show you what it looks like. But if you have got any of the old 80s horror films, action films, or anywhere around the sort of late 70s, early 80s, all the way through to the early 90s, let us know, and we'll put something up. We'll put a review up of it. Thanks for watching.